Oh, hi. I know what a real comedy fan wants. You want to talk to real comedians just like me. So call now, 646-710-0949, and talk to real comedians in your area just like me. I know what a real comedy fan wants. I know all of their desires. So pick up the phone right now and call a comedian.
The hottest takes from the hottest comedians every Wednesday night live from the green room of the Stand Comedy Club in New York City.
If you're 18 years or older, comics are standing by to talk to you. You want to talk about current events, music, news, sports, life, boys, girls, make sure to call the Bathhouse.
Real comedians, real comedy, real fun.
Call in to the Bathhouse every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. 646-710-0949. Local charges may apply. Call now, boys. Is that too gay?
I mean,
pretty gay.
Yeah. Mild flat tank, nigga. Let's turn up. Look. Hey, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch.
What's happening, everybody? Look at us on time for the Bathhouse. Welcome back to an all-new episode, live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. from either the Stand Comedy Club Green Room. They have a fancy party there tonight that none of us were invited to.
pretty offended.
Yeah, pretty offended, but we don't work for Hulu, so... or the lovely studio that we have, and this is where we're at tonight. Joining me, we have Tanner Riley, first-timer.
Yep. First
That's
time.
exciting. That's very exciting stuff. And then returning guest, Andrew Packer, Tate Winston. How's it going, boys?
Hello. Good.
One quick note. So this is live streaming on the Low Value Mail YouTube channel. It's also live streaming on my comedy channel, my like sketch comedy channel or whatever. If you're watching it there, I've disabled the chat on purpose so that you come over to this channel to watch it. If you don't want to, it's fine. But I highly recommend if you're watching it live or after the fact, just head on over to the Low Value Mail channel, subscribe to the channel, and watch it there, and you can chat with people. Anyways, the show has begun. The phone lines are open, 1-888-949-2969. So the only thing you need to know, they've been here before. So this is the phone, the Low Value Mail Bathhouse phone. You can hang up on anybody for any reason, and just don't read off their names.
Okay.
That's all you got to really know, because
Anonymity.
people don't love getting doxxed.
Got it.
Yeah, Ari last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, there was no show last week, but Ari kept just reading people's names off, and you know. So, anyways, that's all there is to it. How are we feeling, guys?
Good. I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Got a good
Excited.
Thanksgiving. Were you in Canada for Thanksgiving?
I was in Canada.
So nothing. You're
I tried doing work with people in the States on a Thursday. Oof. I've ruined business deals.
No
got
dice.
ended.
Yeah.
Relationships ruined.
Oh, because y'all don't do Thanksgiving.
Well, we do, but in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know why. And actually, because I'm Jewish and Jews don't really do Thanksgiving in Canada. It's more of like a Christian
don't have
holiday.
You guys have enough holidays.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's
we don't need to do another.
But Jews fucking do it up in America. All right, we got a call.
Wow.
I think it's from Canada, actually. Hello. Thanks for calling the Bathhouse.
Hey, Danny, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going? Who are we speaking with? I missed all of that.
Hey, man, I got for a little advice, I guess. Maybe you guys can help me
Sure,
out.
guys. If you need advice, the Bathhouse, the place to be.
All day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Perfect. You guys are just savvy guys. So my younger brother, he's been, let's say, job hopping, kind of trying to run that marketing thing that's been flowing around the internet these days for the last 2 or 3 years. He's also been involved with this yacht broker guy
Ooh.
A yacht
and
broker.
go back,
Yacht broker.
back and
That sounds like a
forth.
good scam.
Yeah, that sounds like some
Yeah.
sort of drug trafficking operation.
Yacht broker.
Well, I think. Well, we'll get into what I think's going on there.
Okay.
His newest thing that supposedly selling is these courses. And he did a good, apparently, first month of sale. Like he was in an office, just like in our house here, 12 hours a day, cold calling, talking to like Indian bros, all these random people, and whatever else. So
Just
now
selling what's the course?
he's selling.
Should we buy it?
He's selling Andrew Tate's War Room.
Shut up.
No, he's not, bro.
Andrew Tate's what?
Oh, so he's
Yeah.
your brother went to Hustlers University.
I don't.
Hey, your signal's pretty bad actually. I don't know if you're in a weird part of your house or hiding in your basement from your brother because you don't want him to hear you talking, but we can't really hear you. But I do want to talk
Because
to
you
you.
mentioned
Okay.
Andrew Tate. It's Romanian hackers.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep a bit more.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're on Wi-Fi or something if you take it off of that. But I saw someone posted a thing from Hustlers University, and they have like all these ways to make money, and like some of them were literally like mow someone's lawn for money or shovel
how-
snow. Like literally, you're like,
You imagine you buy one of those things. First one's like, start with a lemonade stand.
yeah. You're like, this is Hustlers University.
Andrew Tate's like, a real sign of masculinity is walking a
Well,
dog.
it took me. It was like pulling teeth to get an answer out of him, and then to trying to like get him to explain to me what these courses were. He's like, well, the thing is, when you're selling them, you can't tell them what it's about. But it's really a network of it's tapped into the network. And I'm like,
The Matrix,
my God,
if
what
you
are
will.
we talking about?
Does he use the term
No,
Matrix?
You're trying to tap out of the Matrix and into whatever.
Right.
that
You're
is.
trying to get out of the Matrix. Does he call you a brokey?
Yeah.
Does your brother refer to you as a brokey ever?
so here's the thing, and like, I mean, he may or may not see this on YouTube. He knows I watch a show and everything.
Okay.
But so he was around with this yacht guy, on and off these last 2 years here. He'd like disappear for like months on end, and we had no idea how he's making money or anything like this. The family, as in not talking to me or my mom, and so we're trying to figure out. And I'm talking to some family friends. I don't know if he's like blowing this.
Man, we can't hear you,
Gay.
dude. You're breaking up. All I heard was gay. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I did hear that part.
Was there something gay going on?
All right, I'll try and speak up. Does this sound better?
No, it's just breaking up. It's not even that. It's just like it sounds like you're just breaking up.
Oh, I think it's just shitty connection. Then
Oh.
I'll try and
Got a little bit
get
better
a bit
there.
close to
Just free.
my router.
Yeah, that might be better.
Okay, but he's been traveling around with this guy. We think potentially he's just been doing gay shit because he's a good-looking young man, and this guy apparently has a bit of a crowd following him around since he's got so much money.
Right, that's as they do.
And I'm, yeah. But I had a good chuckle on that. He's trying to sell these courses to like this Andrew Tate's War Room and all that. I'm like, but he has no money himself. He like owes people that we know like lots of money, but like
But
chunks of
yeah,
money.
money. Is your brother gay?
No, not at all.
But you think he's doing gay stuff? See, I would more likely be thinking drug trafficking only
becoming
because
common.
I knew this girl, and she also. Where are you located? If you want to, you're in Western Canada.
I'm in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver. So this girl who I knew, who also lived in Vancouver, she was like a personal chef, and some dude, I can't remember where, but like in South America, like hired her to be the personal chef on his like boat. And then she basically was like, yeah, we were smuggling drugs 100%. Like it was coming from somewhere in Central America up to either somewhere in the States or Vancouver, actually. And she's like, basically, I can't remember, something like weird happened where like they had to like fucking tear apart the boat for some reason. And she's just like, yeah, it was for sure. Like, it was so sketchy. And you're like, yeah, they just hired me for like appearances basically and just like make food for like the ride. But she's like, it was for sure like Coke.
Was she qualified? Was she
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an actual chef?
yeah, she
Okay,
was an
cool.
actual chef.
Yeah.
But she's very much like, yeah, they hired me just for like appearances. Like
Wow.
if they ever got like caught by the Coast Guard, they're like,
Crazy.
you know, there's like, but then she was like, is
Just
100%.
mad blow in the panel.
Yeah, like literally that's what it was, is the boat was just like packed with Coke. So I maybe it's gay stuff. Now, does he work for, like, is he just a Andrew Tate War Room affiliate, or did he download the whole thing and he's just reselling
I think he
it?
works for this like company that like is based out of Miami or something like
Of course.
that I think like hires people to be the marketing thing. I think the company, I don't care if I'm getting this way, I think it's called like Net Revenue.
Of course.
Yeah.
That sounds like a name they would
And
have.
I made the joke, and I was like, well, that sounds an awful lot like Netanyahu. Buddy. Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, net profit would, I guess, make more sense.
Yeah.
Not to get too in the weeds on this
I mean,
business
we're
stuff,
definitely, yeah. But what's the advice that you're looking for?
but- Well, like what to do with your brother?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted you guys to take on what you think about people marketing like for these courses.
Well, I think your brother is banging dudes for
that seems to
crypto.
be like I guess just a money laundering scheme, right?
I don't know if this is.
Way politicians sell books,
I don't
right?
think this war room thing is a money lot. Like basically, from what I understand, the way Andrew Tate blew up was he was like, you sign up for my thing and then go repost all my videos on TikTok. TikTok will pay you if you get like certain amount of views, and then for him it was like he just had all these people reposting all his shit. That's why he was just like everywhere for this period of time. He basically just cracked the whole thing. Yeah, I don't like. My assumption is he's just part of the war room, and they go, "This is how you make money: is resell our thing, and take a cut."
The thing is, he doesn't have money.
Does he? Well, you know, he's in Hustlers. If he's in Hustlers University, he's got enough to. I don't know how much is it. $50 a month. He doesn't have $50 a month for Hustlers University. Andrew Tate would not be happy for that.
Sounds like you don't have a lot of faith in your brother. I mean, this guy's trying to fake it till you make it, and then you're going on, busting his bubble.
But I thought you said he
you're
made.
online.
I thought you said he made some decent coin the first month.
It's 2 years of him disappearing and like driving across the country and us not knowing where he is until we like find speeding tickets with his car and stuff like that.
He's
So,
soul searching out there. He's
Yeah,
just
how old
trying
is
to
he?
find his creative juices flowing.
he's like late 20s. I'm early 30s.
Oh, okay. So he's still kind of
Yeah, just let him figure it out. That's my advice.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
basically
Well-
these kind of scam things that he's doing, selling this thing. It might be going well now, but eventually they just get
Well, it's not
oversaturated.
going well now, right?
Well, I thought he said-
I think
I
it's
thought he
so
said the
prevalent
first-
with this generation now, though, right?
Yeah.
If you're in your mid-20s, all you're doing is like, oh, I can crack the code if I just buy this course and I can market and then I can sell it to people and then blah, 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 and then they're all just buying into that same thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but did you say he sold, like he did well his first month?
For like 12 hours a day.
Well, there's nothing wrong with
calling
working.
or whatever we're getting.
I mean, some people have, work for legitimate businesses where they just cold call 12 hours a day, I guess. I don't know if that's.
It is Hustlers
And that's
University.
true.
But you know what? If he's making money cold calling 12 hours a day selling this bullshit, he could be selling something that probably would make him even more money than that, like insurance or some shit.
That's true.
That's fair. Okay, well, all you boys go. Take
Yeah,
the
I mean,
call.
tell him to be like, yo, if you're going to do this, go find a better job that you can cold call. Unless it's a scam. Unless it's a scam. And then he's like, yeah, well, I'm doing a scam.
Yeah, well, time will tell.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that. Later, man.
I didn't know what he was wanting us to.
Yeah, I mean,
advise.
like, at
he
least
just
he's
wanted
working.
our
He just
opinion.
wanted us to confirm that his brother's a homosexual.
Sure.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
check
yeah.
this out. It's like, all
The
right.
gay shit really came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hanging out on a boat with a gay dude.
Surely he has a six-pack and a cigar habit now, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
I remember actually, maybe this was last Thanksgiving, or remember, Johnny, 2 Thanksgivings ago, where that dude called in and he was a gay guy? Remember he was like in somewhere in South America
Wow.
or something? Ah, fuck, I
I don't
can't.
think you got to go that far.
It was
to
like
find
this
a gay
dude, and
man.
but he was like literally like
They're
he was like
around.
crashing on the fucking couch of this gay guy, and the gay guy was basically like keeping him around. He was a bit of a twink situation. He was in Peru. That's where he was. Eating
The
chocolate.
old Peruvian power.
Eating chocolate in Peru. Hello. Please turn down your speaker.
Oh, hello?
Hey, what's up? You're on the bathhouse.
Sure. What's up, dude?
Are you in a cave?
Shower.
Am I? No, I have headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Is this Danny? Or
Yeah, it's Danny
is this,
right here. This is
like,
everybody.
hold on?
Tanner, Andrew, Tate.
Oh, no shit. All right, dude. So I'm a Uber driver in fucking Austin, right?
Okay.
And like, so September 23rd, you had a fucking dude on that was talking about like the fucking. There's murders happening here in Austin.
Oh, you're saying on my other show, the guy who was saying the smiley face
Is
killer.
this the gay murders?
Yeah.
No, the
yeah,
smiley
dude.
face killers.
Dude, I swear to God, that night, that night, I gave a ride to. Sorry, I'm like fucking. I didn't realize I was gonna be on this quick.
It's all good.
Dude, I gave a ride to a dude that I am like 99% sure is like responsible for bodies turning up into this river.
What? Okay, we're gonna need some more information here.
Also,
about...
why did you call?
You did the right thing calling into this show. You're the first thing you do when you catch
you're a responsible citizen.
Definitely right to call somebody, but wrong number.
This is 912.
Okay.
But now that you're here, what's your evidence?
Yeah, let's hear this.
This is the first time. This is the first time I actually feel comfortable talking about it.
Oh.
I've already gone. I went to the FBI about it.
Oh,
whoa!
Wow.
Okay.
Didn't realize we were talking to a snitch.
And the FBI was like, "Please talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah, my bad.
Please, if you could do that. We love when information's just out there."
Yeah. Okay. So let's hear the story here.
So, all right. So I picked this dude up. Right. It's Austin, Texas, 1:50 in the morning. I pick him up like 3 miles away from. I pick him up on Gillespie Street, which I don't know. You can Google it. I'm just saying it. They're throwing out there.
It's a big street
it's like
or something?
3 miles away. No, not at all. It's a residential street.
Gotcha.
But so I picked this dude up 1:50 in the morning. I pull up and his appearance enough. I mean, dude, I'll send you Danny on Twitter. I can like DM you. I'll send you like I have video of this dude. I have, like, pictures, all this shit.
Please do. What did he look like? Can you send? I won't show it on screen, but send it to me so I can show it to the guys.
Yeah. So I pull up on and it's a residential street, like average regular houses.
Actually, you know what? Can you hold on one second? I'm just going to play a fun little game before you tell me what he looked like, guys. What do you think he looked like?
I think it's a straight white man.
Yeah, absolutely. Guess. Guess. Oh, guess.
Yeah, skinny.
Don't be racist.
A skinny straight white dude. Smiley
what's
face?
this guy famous for killing? Like,
no, he's not. Well, there's a thing called the smiley face killers, and they think there's all these copycats.
Yeah,
and they basically. People get found in shallow water. Like there were 2 here at the Brooklyn Mirage.
That are killed, though?
A lot of times they're gay, not always.
Not always.
There was 2 found at the Brooklyn Mirage. They're always like fucked up. They think like drugs or whatever, but they're found dead in very shallow water where you're like, it's almost impossible to drown in that amount of water. But they're and it's like a common thing. And
wounded?
No. So I think they're either
a smiley face in blood or something.
They think there's always like a smiley face somewhere like nearby, like written, not in blood, because they're not like brutally killed. They look like accidents.
This guy's the Joker.
Like a lot of them are considered accidents.
Okay, I'm gonna say twist. It's a woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think. I think he said a guy.
It's drugging though.
I'm gonna go with an Asian man.
What flavor?
Chinese.
No, he was either Native American, kind of Hispanic-ish. He was like, dude. I mean, it was literally he was like the dude out of fucking
No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men.
Ooh, scary.
100%.
All right,
dude. No, literally, that's all right. So I picked this dude up, right? I pull up, and I should have kept driving, like the way that, like, I pull up. He's standing between 2 houses, like in the shadows, like not like as if he came out of like either of them, right?
Okay.
And yeah, he's literally lurking. And I pull up, and he's wearing fucking. It's like 1:50 in the morning. It's fucking 90 degrees out, and he's wearing black leather gloves and carrying this like tote bag with him, right? Okay. And he's probably like 6'3". And he gets in the car, and like, so I'm driving a Tesla, so I have like video of him getting in the car.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you?
Is it like a Forever 21 tote bag? Like, something like.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. It was a black square tote bag. So he gets in the car. Like I said, he's probably 6'3". He sits right behind me.
Does he have a smell?
No, nothing. No discernible scent.
Okay.
He had no accent. The way he talked to is super. It was like literally like I'm not. It was like Hannibal Lecter meets fucking like No Country for Old Men. Like that was his demeanor. Super calm, super eloquent.
Was he making small talk with you, or were you talking to him?
The second he gets in the car, I don't even remember the first thing he said to me because I was like in such a panic. Like he sat right behind me. He's a tall dude. My seat's like pushed pretty far back, and like all these neighborhoods out here have like speed.
Like directly behind you.
He sat right behind me.
That's weird.
And,
That's not
power
cool.
move.
You don't do that.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That's
I
no.
never.
move.
That is the last seat I would say.
Always
That is
diag.
odd. That is
Diagonal.
odd. But what are you going to
Diag
do? Kill
tag.
the guy driving you? I mean,
That's the thing. It's a psychotic way because
It's a
he's
Tesla.
thinking he's like safety
that's true.
first. He's
That's
thinking
true.
that the driver will protect himself, so I sit behind him. He's already in like an
But people
animalistic
like rob
survival.
Uber drivers and stuff too. So you're like, that's where they would probably sit.
all right.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
all right, so he sits right behind me, right? So I just DM'd you, Danny, by the way. So he sits right behind me, and I don't remember the first thing he says, but it was enough for me like to hit every speed bump out here. Like all these neighborhoods have like speed bumps going through them, and I hit them all like 100%. Like didn't slow down at all. I ran through like every stop sign. There's a point he asked me like. I mean, one of the first thing I remember him asking me was if the rides get more dangerous as the night goes on. I'm
He
like,
says no, and he's like,
Yo,
"What,
send
man?"
me the pic. I just
Yeah,
DM'd
wait,
you back.
do you have a dash cam so you have audio
yeah.
from the conversation?
there's no audio, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna send you like so much shit right now, dude.
Oh, nice.
Do you think he left you 1 star because you like ran all the stop signs and hit all the speed bumps? He's
He
like,
didn't tip. He didn't tip. I remember that. I know
course
he
he
didn't
didn't
tip. All right, so the
that's
shit I'm
actually the
sending you,
most
this is
normal
him
thing he
getting-
did.
Yeah.
No, right? Yeah, really, that's the most average shit he did. So all right, so sending you, trying to go between telling you a story and also sending you. These
Yeah.
pictures.
Send the pic and then we'll finish the story.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so
Looks kind of like a chick.
I'm gonna probably go like.
I called
That looks
it.
like a
Did I
trans.
not
That
call
looks
it?
like a female.
I
No,
called
no.
it. No one
Time out.
That
thought.
looks like. I mean, it looks like the Undertaker
Nobody
almost. The
thought
face
it.
looks like a
That-
woman though.
Yeah,
Wow. See, drugging is a woman thing.
You're trying to tell me that doesn't look like a
No,
woman?
Poison.
that looks like a white.
That's the lighting.
Oh, it's the lighting.
That's the lighting from it. Is like hair is like dangling from his face.
Gotcha.
So when I pull up
Looks like
his
the
hair,
Undertaker.
Literally, it's like no, dude. It was like a serial killer fucking. You would pick out of a movie. When you guys were deciding you were gonna describe who he was, I was like, oh, you guys will nail it because
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
dude,
I mean, that's objectively
I don't know if that
horrifying.
second one.
Yeah. It's like looks out of like a horror movie.
I don't know.
Basically.
It
The
could
one of them
easily be
getting
turned
out
into a
of the
movie
car?
poster.
yeah. Yeah. Like
shot.
that picture could be a movie poster.
It's like that meme where they turn it into a Netflix poster. Like
Yeah.
that's easy. Yeah.
I'm not saying this is not a man, but if you polled 100 people and gave them no information, I bet it goes 90-10.
Lady.
90-10 to
Yeah.
people think it's a woman.
It does look like yeah, but the arms look big. But he's saying 6'3". Did he have like some
tall
feminine
lady.
features, or is this just the photo that we're looking at here?
No, that's so. I sent you multiple photos. I don't know if they're going through or not.
Oh, here we go.
Um,
Oh, okay, so you got you got a map and everything. So here's the map of where you picked them up, and then here are all
the
the
first
people
one
who
I
have
sent you-
died.
Oh, buddy, you've gone through a wormhole. This guy's got you've got like poster board at your house with red string.
Yeah, go
tying
ahead,
things
go ahead,
together.
go ahead.
All right, so the first map I sent you, right? The pin on the right is where I dropped him off. That's like at the back of this apartment complex.
Okay, the first map you sent me, the pin is I don't see
It's
the red,
it's on
the
the
key.
right. It's
Yeah, the
small,
red
pink,
one.
Pink, pink on the right.
Yeah. So that's where
That's
you
where I
dropped.
dropped him off. If you look at the bottom map, the second one I sent you.
Yeah.
It's literally, I mean, dude, it's a quarter mile from the lake.
Oh yeah, that's the lake. That's that little body of water.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And there's the thing you sent me,
So
which the thing you sent me, which I could share that right with the people dead.
yeah.
That map.
sure
So
that.
Johnny, can you see that? No. Okay. All right. So all right. I'll but anyways, those there's how many deaths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people found dead in this little river in the last.
That's an old graphic too. In the last 2 years, it's 15 bucks.
Whoa.
Damn.
Put in work.
So, and I haven't even finished.
See, he looks like a
telling the
dude
story
here.
linearly,
That looks like a guy.
like at all.
This guy literally
Yeah.
looks like fucking the
That's-
Crow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dude,
I was like,
This
where's
is the
the
most
face?
terrifying,
Horrifying.
most terrifying 10 minutes of my life.
Oh my
hands
god.
down.
So okay. So
Yeah, is there more to the story?
yeah, let's hear more of it. So basically, you drove him.
Yeah, so I pick him up, right? I'm running all these stoplights or stop signs. He's asked me like if the rides get more dangerous as the night goes on, right? And then again, he's sitting right behind me. I specifically remember pulling up to like a stoplight, and he asked me the way he said it. He's all, "Are you a giant?" And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does that even mean, dude? He's like, "Are you a giant?" I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, "The seat is pushed very far back." Oh. And I'm like,
It's a smart ass.
and I tell him, I'm like, I'm 5'11", right? And I tell him I'm like 6 foot. I don't know. There's more room on the other side. And I ask him how tall he is, and he tells me he's 6 foot. And dude, I get this dude's 6'3", like at least, like he had to be 6'3". And
So you guys both lied about.
he asked me. No, I mean, when I talked to the FBI agent, I told him he was 6'3", and when the guy entered the room, we're sitting down, and when I go to leave, we both stand up and we shake hands. I'm like, "Oh, you're 6'3", and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I am." So
you've got an eye for this kind of thing. You can spot a 6'3" from a mile away.
Hey, if you're 6'1" and above, I can tell you the exact height. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Continue.
Yeah. So he asked me if I use stimulants. Like, brother, he said, because this is, again, it's like almost 1:50 in the morning when I pick him up. He asked me specifically if I use stimulants, which I thought was weird, rather than say, "Do you drink coffee?" or like anything like that.
You think he wanted
he asked
some?
me what I would.
He was feeling you out to see if you could kill you.
I think if he was planning on hitting me with some type of chemical or something, he was asking if I was on something that would counteract it. He asked me what I would do if I needed to get somebody out of the car.
What?
Like literally,
How far from a destination did he ask you that?
It was an 8-minute ride. So this is, it's one question after another. Dude, I'm fucking sweating. I'm leaning against the steering wheel because he's sitting right behind me. I don't know if he's going to try and fucking hit me with some type of like chemical, if he's going to like throw a rope around me or do whatever the fuck. Like, so I'm going to send you another video, Danny, of him getting, I'll send you this picture. All right. So the shoes. These fucking shoes, right? Because I'm going.
What are those?
I'm going deep, dude.
What are we looking? What kind of shoes are we looking at here?
I'm gonna send you the exact links to them because that's how fucking deep I went.
Holy!
Did you take this picture of him like on his way into the car, or the ways out of the car?
Those look like Amazon shoes that my wife wears.
That's just getting out of the car.
Oh, is this your camera footage?
Yeah, that's the Tesla camera footage.
Oh, okay, nice.
Tessie feet cam.
Yeah, so that's left fender of him getting out. So when he gets out, dude, I pull up to let him out, right? And he sits there for a good 30 seconds. And I swear to God, I'm hugging the steering wheel.
Yeah, you were like, he's going to
kill him. And eventually, yeah. And I reach back and I open the door for him to get out. So that's the link. I just sent you the link to the shoes he's fucking wearing. He didn't even change the knot on the shoes. Like, those shoes are like a discount shoe for fucking $40 on some retail website. If you're going to do some shady shit,
yeah, they're like fake. They're fake Yeezys. Shoes. Oh,
exactly.
You're saying he never these were like fresh out of the box, like he had never worn these before.
Look at the knot. Look at his foot getting out of the car, and then look at the shoes.
Yeah.
Look at the link I just sent you.
Granted, that kind of shoe, like, you don't change the knot. Like, I have a pair of those shoes.
You
just kind of keep it the same.
Just keep it. You never. Are they stretchy? You can slide your foot in?
Yeah, you can slide your foot right in. Yeah, it's not like a thing you have to do. But I do agree that they do look super fresh. So
yeah, very fresh. Crispy. And he was wearing black leather gloves. Yeah. But if he could just
all of it.
Yeah. White is a weird choice for lake murders.
Well, I think what he's saying is those weren't the shoes that were used during the crime. Oh. He got rid of the shoes, and those have been. He just put those on.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, or some shoes you need to dispose of real quick. Like,
right.
Was there a murder that came out shortly after that you
in that area?
There was there was a body found 5 days before and like a week after. And then there was like another homeless lady that turned up like a week ago.
But so there, just to be clear, there's like a serial killer in Austin.
Yeah, they've been talking about it for like a few years now.
There's theories. I mean, you did the whole I mean, literally, dude, I swear to God, fucking, this is like, 2 a.m. I drop him off. It's like a block away from where I live. I live like right on the edge of that river. And I get home and I'm like, oh, cool. Like I'll open up YouTube and the first thing is fucking your podcast with the dude talking about the smiley face killers. And you're literally talking about the shit that dude, this is the most terrifying 10 moments of my life. Like, I swear to God.
And so
like, dude, I get.
Yeah. And so you contacted the FBI. What did they say?
Yeah. So I get home, right? I listen to your podcast. I like make a bullshit post about it on Facebook. I'm like, all right, so check out this asshole. Like, get in the car, out all these pictures of him, right? So then my sister calls me in the morning. Then I tell her everything. She tells my dad. My dad's a retired DA's investigator from San Diego, and he's like, he calls me. He's like, all right, tell me like exactly what happened. And after I tell him everything, I send him the pictures. He's like, okay, you need to like get this directly into somebody's hands. So I filed like an anonymous report with Austin PD. Coincidentally, leaving my apartment, there was a cop that was like driving to the parking lot. So I flagged him down, explained the whole thing. And he was like, all right, if you even see this dude, like let us know and we'll like come check him out. And then like a day after that or so is when I actually went to the FBI to speak this, because it was really so concerning and such a like, dude, it felt like I was in fucking like Silence of the Lambs or some shit. I was like, what in the fuck is happening right now?
Now, do you think there's any chance he lives in one of the houses like that you picked him up from?
No. So when I get the vibe that he doesn't live in the area that I picked him up from. When I dropped him off, like I checked the apartment. If you put in the address for the apartment complex, there's like 20 buildings there, right? If you put in the address with no apartment number, then it takes you exactly to where I dropped him off. So he was specifically, he was specifically trying to get to that location
area.
I will say though, I just stayed at someone's place in Austin, and I also did not put the apartment number because I didn't know what it was.
You didn't know the building.
And
you
so
just knew the kind of area.
Yeah, and I knew the area. So
I feel like if you don't want the passenger to suspect or know that you suspect they're a serial killer, don't run all of the red lights and speed bumps, though.
It's the questions though that he asked that are
Or lie about
he
your
was.
height.
I mean, he was asking some weird questions and sitting right behind you doing it.
I got a question. Did you continue to do like more rides after that, or did you call it? You're like, that's a good.
I went. No, that's what I'm saying. I literally after that, he got out of the car. I rolled all the windows down. That was the only thing I was like, I need to get all the air out of the car. Like I
So
can't
he did
even
smell.
fuck doing rides.
Just cursed.
No, he didn't smell at all. But no, honestly, after that, I don't work nights anymore. I would make like probably 50. I would make 50% more working nights than I do currently, and it's not fucking worth it.
Damn, this guy fucking
this point.
spooked
Crazy.
you, man.
Do you feel guilty about being a snitch now and how that'll affect your reputation in the streets?
No, I haven't told anybody about this. Like, I might have a post on my Facebook. It's a private post that got a lot of attention, but other than that, there's like all these Facebook groups and Reddit posts or Reddit groups, all this stuff about like Austin serial killers. I haven't shared any of it towards that because if it is some type of fucking smiley face killer, if it's a network of people, I don't know my fucking name.
Oh, you're a dead man walking.
Yeah, that's traceable.
That's it. Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm worried about us.
I'm like, maybe I'd scrub this.
Love smiley
So,
faces.
but I don't know. It felt appropriate.
Yeah.
Calling on this show.
Do me a favor.
That's intense, bro.
If anything comes of this, please call us back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And let us know.
And if you don't, we'll assume
Hey,
you're dead.
right on, man.
Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah.
Oh, I hung up on him. Sorry.
But do you understand what I was saying? Like,
hello?
Oh, go ahead.
Yo, what's up?
That's wild.
Yo, anyone else think that last guy was the killer?
Oh, that'd be amazing if he was
The
just like
best
covering
actor
Yeah, you
ever.
smelt it.
Kaiser
No
Soze
way.
the whole thing.
He's
Yeah.
just letting everyone know he
Yeah.
killed. And he was just whacking it, calling you guys.
Tries to
Right.
throw like a native or Hispanic person
Also,
under the bus.
yeah. Also, you never know. Like the FBI would be like, "Well, we're not going to suspect the guy who called us."
Or
Ingenious.
Or what if he was actually the Uber driver and there's just a poor native out there in Austin or Texas right now with a teardrop coming down his cheek, just like, I didn't kill nobody.
Sure. I mean, imagine that the guy didn't do anything, and then they hem him up. They find him, and
He's
then
just
they hem him up.
autistic. He was just
Yeah, he's just like a weird goth
he's out
dude. Like he's just
late,
like goth, and then they're like he gets fucking
just
the
works
death
in an
Now
penalty.
he's listening to the bathhouse and he's pissed because now everyone knows he didn't tip.
Yeah, and yeah, he's cheap and a murderer.
He's like, I stole that 5 stars. I stole that 5 stars. Nobody, you didn't say that.
Do you understand what I'm saying though? Like with the last guy, like if the Uber driver, if I'm the Uber driver and I don't want the guy in my back seat to know that I think he's a serial killer.
Yeah, you got to.
The last thing I'm going to do.
You got to play a super calm.
Yeah, don't run all the red lights. Don't
Right.
like you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's
No, I agree with that. That's kind of like giving away that you're kind of scared.
Yeah.
I suppose. But then I guess
That's
you,
also
you have to be like, well, if
terrifying.
this guy's killing me regardless, then I want to
Yeah.
fucking pin it.
like,
I
what
want to be going
happens
as
if you have to
I want to be going as
Yeah.
fast as
Way
possible.
too adamant about saying that the guy didn't smell.
Yeah. Well, hey, gotta. You don't want to leave a
Talking too much
distinct.
about it.
You don't want to leave a distinct smell, I guess. But it is crazy how many. I posted it, by the way. If people want to go look, I just scroll up for the link. I posted it on the community tab or whatever on this channel the photo of all the missing people in the last couple of years, or not missing, they're dead, all found in this river. A lot of people
What do you
dying in
think
the
those
river.
Kurt Tuckers are doing at the party at the stand?
What do I think's happening at the party at the stand right now? I think it's a bunch of like
Yeah, with the
TV
Kurt
executives
Tuckers.
and stuff.
Execs.
They're like launching.
Kurt Tuckers.
They're launching some Hulu thing, some Hulu stand-up comedy thing. Hilarious, was that
God
you said
bless
that?
that's what I heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
Hilarious.
yeah. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Did you have anything else you want to talk about?
Some advice.
Advice.
What do you do?
Nah.
Sounds like he's
Drive
hitting
truck.
bowls right now.
You drive trucks like
Nah.
like big rigs, or like locally?
Locally.
Yeah, you don't like it.
It's whatever.
All right.
This guy came on with no plan.
Well,
I mean,
it
his
was-
initial line was what was.
yeah,
pretty
it was
funny.
yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
good. He
yeah,
wanted
came in
to
strong.
accuse the previous caller of being the murderer
Yeah.
himself.
Came in
Yeah.
real strong. Came
Yeah.
in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, the phone lines are open. 1-888-949-2969. I had heard because I saw Mark, who's the producer for the other show, posted. I remember obviously doing the episode with this smiley face killer guy. I didn't remember that a bunch of them were in Austin because there was a bunch in New York, and I remember specifically talking about it because they're like,
Also, smiley face murders.
well, it's the same thing where it's these people found in this super shallow water,
Yeah.
dead, and no foul play. It's like every time it's like they're just drowned in like fucking 6 inches of water. Hello,
Yo, what's up, guys?
what's up, dog?
Yo, hold on. Let me fucking. I can't find my remote. Oh, it's over here by my fucking stove.
There you go.
Classic.
Classic. Left the remote by the stove.
Classic.
Classic Rafe, man. That's how he does.
Yo, what flavor of yerba lattes are you guys drinking?
Well, they have the stand as a sponsorship with these people, so this shit is just everywhere in the green room and the this studio here. But this is Bluephoria, which sounds kind of gay, and this one's Enlightened Mint. I probably shouldn't drink two of these because
Enlightenment.
Bluephoria.
yeah,
There's 200 milligrams of caffeine each.
They got
Yeah.
200?
200,
Nice.
250,
Cook.
150. Okay,
It's only 150.
300. Yeah,
150.
yeah, 150 a can. 300. I'm honestly
You're
like
getting
caffeine doesn't really do
you're
much
getting
to
a
me.
diluted New York version for pussies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna drink two of them.
I'll
like Papa's doing
suck
California
it.
is 200.
Really? They have different caffeine amounts depending on what state you're in? That seems like a
Oh,
pain in the
yeah.
ass.
I'll bong one in
We-
my
we
asshole
up on
after this. How
Panera.
about that?
Yeah. Bullshit.
What'd you say about Panera?
Yeah, but the Panera, they had like 400 milligrams.
Oh, didn't someone die from that?
Yeah.
Lemonade, and like 2 people died from it, I
That's
think.
just such a
Damn
pussy.
smiley
You died
face
from
killer
caffeine.
Caffeine, that's a brutal way to go. Yeah. Everyone's like, wow,
You just died from too
kinda
much
just
caffeine.
Too
natural
much
selection at that
lemonade.
point.
That's
Yeah, you
caffeinated
literally
lemonade.
died from
Alright.
lemonade.
yeah, it's salt as fuck.
Yeah, what's up, Rafe?
right, so I met a girl on Bumble.
Nice.
And we hit it off.
Let's go.
And we smashed at my place.
Let's go.
Buddy smashed.
And so we went out on a second date, and she told me that she was a dominatrix.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Like professionally?
Is that like work though? Yeah. Okay, so she doesn't do that for play. Like that's like her career.
Yeah, that's like what. Yeah, she like makes money doing it. She has like 3 dudes that like send her money and are like pets or whatever.
Does she do like the financial domination stuff? Or is it like the actual like stepping on the balls?
Yeah, she's doing it all. She's like fucking them with strap-ons and shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
She's athletic.
I feel like you bring that up before you smash.
No.
All right.
No.
Get one out of the way.
It was like a casual, it was just like a casual date. And like I told her on Bumble, I was like, I'm just looking to, hang out and have some fun. She was like, sign me up.
Sounds fun.
And
does she have bangs?
Yeah, but I should have known.
Right. Does she have bangs?
She was doing the like when I was banging her doggy style, she was like pulling on my balls from behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's got long arms, like fucking banging Kevin Durant.
No, every girl can do that. What are you talking about?
So
it's ass down, face up. What are you talking about, Danny?
Yeah.
You never had sex before?
No.
Jesus.
No, I've never had sex.
You fucking virgin.
Does she have bangs?
She does, dude.
I knew it.
I knew where you were going with that. And I was like, I need to know.
I know, like literally, I think I know
Ding, ding,
exactly what she looks like.
Yeah.
I bet she has like porcelein white skin.
Yeah.
Maybe some tattoos.
She was wearing very dark lipstick.
Yeah, dark. Is her hair like dyed black or maybe like a reddish?
Yeah, like a maroonish.
Yeah.
Some Daria shit.
No, it's bright blonde.
Oh,
what a twist.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh,
Tattoos?
she's well. No, it was like freshly done. But I like the roots. I like when the roots get a little brown.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So how do you feel about this? What are your thoughts on this chick? Like, do you like her enough where you want to keep dating her?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
But like, I don't know. My ex-wife, she would like slap my balls around sometimes. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
She
like,
was,
are you
like,
will you hook up with her again, knowing that she pegs dudes for money?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Those guys are losers.
Sure.
Why would that affect me?
That's
Yeah,
fair
you
enough.
could be like the alpha of this
I mean,
situation.
some guys wouldn't love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really great if she fucking is kind of buying everything, and then you're just like, it's extra findom shit because now she's like paying for all this stuff.
Would
with
you
these
ever
fucking
peg her?
losers' money?
No, we split the bill on the
Okay.
first date, and on the second date,
That's basically like her paying.
I insisted. On the second date, I insisted that I paid, and she said, "All right, I get the next one then."
Okay, so it sounds like there's gonna be a third date.
That was like that was 2 days ago.
Did she grab your balls really hard where it was like painful? Like, were you like, that's too hard?
No.
You're not at work?
No, it was a good pain, Danny.
Okay, it was gentle. It was gentle. Okay, well that's cool. Do you ask her about all the dominatrix stuff, like exactly what that entails, like what she does?
Yeah, I ran through the whole thing because I'll jack off to that stuff, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna partake.
Sure.
I
remember,
but also I jack off to the opposite. Where the man's doing the dominating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
That's what you're into.
But hey.
When a dude throws on a strap
she has at her house, she has a bunch of shit, and I'm terrified I'm gonna go over there and she's gonna do something crazy.
Have you been to her house?
She's off the clock. Like she's
No,
not
I
gonna want.
haven't been to her house yet.
Does she work from her house? Is that where the guys come to?
Yeah, apparently she's got something in her basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There was a comic, actually, remember? I don't know.
Catherine Henson.
Catherine Henson, when I moved here, and she like ran a fucking dominatrix
Yeah,
thing.
she was the madam.
Was she the madam?
Yeah, she was like the OG. She had like a team of, and
I
she
thought
also.
she was like, I remember her explaining. I thought she was like the secretary. No, she was the actual madam.
Wait, what's her
I mean, maybe it
name?
was
But she like she ran this like thing of
she used to
dominatrix.
just like Wing Chun punch
Yeah,
dudes'
this, like-
balls. Like she was fucking
just like Mike Tyson on the
yeah,
speed
just
bag.
spit in their eyeballs and shit. Like you love it, you little slut.
Yeah.
Did she like talk like that? Or
She
something?
sounds like an old time move. She's like, what do you say? See?
Yeah, she
Okay.
does talk like that. You never knew Catherine Henson?
No, or maybe
She was like at the
maybe
Paris.
She does tours indefinitely now. She like
Yeah,
does.
she was in like she
Edinburgh
moved to
and all
like Australia or some shit.
So, speaking of kinky shit,
Yeah.
one of my old neighbors. I live in like a old house that's an apartment, basically.
Okay.
There's 8 apartments in this old ass, like big ass Victorian house,
Yep.
and there's nothing between the walls, so I can just hear everything. The dude that lived above me like 2 or 3 people ago, he was like 33, and he was an ex-Marine that like went to Iraq and shit, and then fucking was a steel worker at a steel mill,
Okay.
like producing steel, and he was into like BDSM. So I would hear him getting his fucking ass kicked by some girl.
It was
And
your
I just
chick.
be sitting here like, on like a Thursday night,
Trying to watch
just sitting
football.
here chilling. Yeah, just trying to watch some football, and then I just hear, "Ow, harder!" And I'm just like, "Oh Jesus, dude, I gotta go take a walk outside."
That's the archetype, though.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like powerful, strong dude who's murdered people and can
Yeah,
fuck people
or
up.
like
He's used to being
CEOs
hyper
and
dominant.
stuff
Yeah, or
like
people that
that.
make millions and they're used to just domineering. So,
Do you think he knew how well the sound traveled and just didn't care,
He must
or is he
have.
just too not
no.
socially aware?
I talked to him about it. I
the
talked to
wall.
because he'd opened up to me before he had people over, and then once he opened up to me and was like, "Yeah, I'm going to a dungeon tonight up in like 45 miles north," and I'm like, "Sick, bro! Like, have fun, man. Do your thing." And then he was like, well, the guy downstairs, the guy directly below my bedroom, he knows what's up. So he started having girls over, and like he would be whipping the fuck out of him, and I could hear the whips. Like,
Oh my
bam,
God.
bam.
So you're there listening to this, you're jacking off, and
Yeah.
you're just
No, I really did it.
Okay,
Because
I
he was
can hear it in
my
your
homie.
voice. You don't have to, fake it. Like, we're not. You
No,
can admit it.
like,
It's
dude,
okay.
dude, I'm very honest about my jack off activities, and I
Sure.
really didn't.
Okay.
It was so
Activities.
uncomfortable.
So do you have any do you have any interest
If
in
it
her?
was a hotel room, I would have been jacking off.
Right. Do you have
I
any
can tell you
interest in this girl doing some weird shit to you?
Dude, I think that's all too far.
Yeah.
You
I think
don't
you
want her to
gotta.
use
Maybe for
any of the
now,
toys?
give us some time.
I think you gotta just like be into that. I can't imagine you could just like make
I
yourself.
went pretty far with my ex-wife.
The one who stabbed you?
She would slap me, slap my balls around. I'd slap her. But like that was like
Slap
it
your
was
balls
like
around.
it was never like full on. She was like slap my balls, like that was as far as we needed to go. I had a lot of fun.
You did say she said slap my balls.
We're progressive, man. It's
Yeah,
cool.
we'll just let
you
that
can slap
slide.
your wife's balls.
We'll just slide. All right. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when's the next time you two are hanging out?
She's like with her family in like Utah skiing.
Oh, she.
They're fucking rich.
Do they know she does this?
Rich bitch.
Yeah, do
Do
they know?
they know she's a dominatrix?
Probably not.
a Mominatrix?
No, I don't know. They're like super Jewish. There's a lot of Jewish.
Oh, a
people
Jewish
here.
dominatrix?
Yeah,
Not mad at
yeah,
that, bro.
yeah. See, that's my problem. I'm
mostly
Jewish
just
by
spending
blood,
their
so
money in this.
I'm naturally attracted.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool, man. Well, that explains the financial domination stuff she's doing. All right. Well, Rafe, good luck with the dominatrix, and yeah, guys, anything to add here?
Let her put your peen in a Chinese finger trap, bro.
What's on the other end of it, though?
Fuck around. Another peen.
Oh,
I don't know how that works. but
yeah,
it's
I don't know who
possible.
that guy is.
Figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Let her put a
Yeah, just don't let her peg you. Whatever you do, don't let her peg
No,
you.
I'm not gonna let her peg me.
I
feel like it
kinda
kind of
sounds like you
He's
want it.
awfully
though.
defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let her peg you.
Are you
bro.
sure?
No, I said Jerome's gonna do that. I don't need
Jerome?
Who is Jerome?
that's my guy.
Okay. He's your guy. That's one of her clients.
Naturally.
It's one of her clients. Naturally. All right. Later, dude. Rafe, everybody.
Rafe,
ladies and gentlemen.
He's so getting pegged. Hello.
Hey, you. What's up? Let me turn this
What's happening?
it's Jerome.
This is Slav.
Dang, yo. Dang. I should have wrote it down. Y'all were just talking about... Oh, yeah, y'all talking about Austin.
Yeah, that's
And,
where you live, right?
yeah,
What's going on with all these murders? Is that the talk of the town?
So what that guy was describing here, hold on, let me put these, I got a bunch of leftover things too, but so what that guy was describing sounds very credible. Now what I do think is, so this town is the homosexual capital of Texas, and it's also just the playing it fast and loose, because they're like, oh, you either come in here for school, you get to school, and then you dip back out and be like, oh, look, I got this
A lot
paper
of
from
transients.
school. And then also, a lot of people who just cut, like, out-of-staters from, like, really weird, hippie, liberal spaces and stuff, and they bring their degeneracy, and sometimes they have a lot of money. But one of the things that he did mention on was the two factors of roofing and women. And also, if you do look at the area of where it is, so this is an actual thing in Austin where, Danny, have you ever
They're
been
mostly
in, like,
men,
a
though.
public-
So here's the thing. From this list, I'm looking at this.
I ain't talking about
Only
like, the
one
dudes who are
unidentified
found in that
female.
river.
They're all dudes other than one unidentified female. In the
No,
river.
what I'm saying is, like, both sexes. There's only two genders. There's only two.
Yeah.
Both of them getting drugged out here.
Sure.
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's some criminality going on down there.
Why'd you get Italian when you said there's only two genders?
There's only two genders. Well, do most Italians? What Italians do you know that think there's more than two genders?
Vincenzo.
No, it's Mark Robin. I mean, look, my pronoun. Look, I'm gonna disclose. My pronouns
Here we
are
go.
dick and balls.
Get them.
Yeah, that's my pronouns.
Profound.
Salute the flag.
Yeah,
I feel like
so-
I knew your
but
entire
no,
political stance based on the way you said homo.
Homosexuals.
These
it gets worse,
homosexuals
Packer.
are coming.
It gets much worse.
well, what is it? I'm trying to be tolerant. I mean, I would be
Turning over a new leaf
dictionary
there.
Oh
term.
yeah, you're trying.
Very brave of you.
I mean, I would call them sodomites. I mean, that is a scientific term. So
Well, I don't know about science, but
Yeah,
the
science based
Bible
on the
and
Bible.
the law.
Yeah.
I mean, sodomy is like an illegal
Bible
thing.
is science.
Yeah.
well, actually, in Texas, so all these people bitching about like, oh, they're coming after our rights. It's like, bro, y'all live in municipalities and counties and states where they still got books on the laws that y'all don't even know about, and nobody's enforcing.
Yeah.
Mic
So-
drop.
It is like a huge two-way street of like y'all being allowed to do stuff, and then all this bullshit about like what is it? People bitching about like, oh, I gotta travel to another state and be scared just to get an abortion that they might get stopped. It's like, yeah, it's called lying to a fucking cop.
Yeah. Also,
I'm
that's
sorry,
like some fucking Lincoln Project commercial they made. There's no scenario where you're getting pulled over by a cop and he's like, "You're not going to get an abortion, are you?"
That's my baby.
Yeah, I mean, you're either leaving the States to get an abortion or to look at Pornhub, because you can't do that in Texas.
Is that true?
Yeah. You literally get blocked unless you put like your driver's license in.
What?
Yeah, the freest, because of free America, unless you want to watch
Is that
the best
true,
porn
Slav?
site.
You can't watch pornography?
If you want to watch Netflix of porn, you gotta put your fucking information
Is
in,
that
because this
true?
is a free goddamn country.
Slav, how do you get around that?
Yeah, well, here's that thing. The thing is, that website, first off, it's run by a Jew. And also,
it's not gonna get better than that. It's not gonna get better than that.
Run by you. It's a rabbi, actually. Hello.
Hey, is that me?
Yes, you're on the bathhouse. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, what up, Danny and fellas? It's Tony.
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Hey, not much. So the first caller guy who said that his brother was doing some Andrew Tate like promotional stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of just reminded me. So, you know, I never am a salesman type of guy, but the only avenue I went down that like a little bit was I went chasing like political signatures for a little bit. I think around 2021 or something.
Who hired you for that?
So I'm in Arizona and I'm leaning conservative, okay, by all means. So then there's this party that kind of popped up called the Patriot Party. I'm sure you probably haven't heard of them or not.
I have not heard of the Patriot Party, but I have a pretty good idea what they're about.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, exactly. And really kind of me thinking out, like, what was that even? And I just remember going out and talking to people, and it was just, you know, and I don't want to get too, you know, pushy into topics that can't be discussed or anything, but just they said, we want to get enough signatures to formalize another party. That way, like, even though left and right are both in the ballot counting offices, there would be a third party to kind of just make sure everything's kosher. And I guess, yeah, you know, it would be...
And maybe
kind of
run
right,
for
but they
some, like, municipal office or something?
When I was going around doing the signature thing, they're like, no, if anyone asks that, we're not going to be submitting a candidate. We just want to get into that, you know, counting room.
And this was, sorry, this was 2021?
I was all about that.
This is 2021?
What's up?
This was 2021?
2021, I think.
So this was basically when everybody was saying the
2020.
election had been stolen, and they were like, we just want a third party counting.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was the whole, right when, you know, the 2020 thing was just starting to, it'd already been here for a year, so we were all fed up with that. So I went out getting signatures in that time. And it's just weird having to approach people, like, even though everyone kind of gets that, yo, don't you disagree with how this stuff's going? Like, it's hard to get anyone to sign anything. And I'm not a salesman type of guy. Not my thing.
And what were,
But I
like,
definitely never
if someone says,
responded.
what's the Patriot Party, what would you say?
Well, okay, so the thing, the signatures that I got, I only got it not as like a volunteer type of thing. I only did it because they said, hey, we got a huge donation. We're paying people to get signatures. We're paying $12 per signature.
Oh.
Okay.
So, that's Peter Thiel money.
Exactly.
Right there.
So I went out and I forgot exactly how many signatures I got, but I ended up getting a check for $800. Okay.
Nice.
So I felt okay with that.
Yeah.
And then they did not like submit it, and it did not get formalized as a party because the guy was saying, he's like, oh, well, if we submit it and then they like discount it now, as of now, the signatures are good for years and stuff. So they can formally do it, you know, but I think it just all got backburner. But either way, I got paid. So,
Okay.
you know,
So, yeah.
that's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but yours didn't seem like a scam. Yours sounded like some rich dude who wanted to influence politics in some capacity.
Yeah, exactly. And I wonder how that gets done, you know, how most of this stuff in this world's getting done. But yeah, that's at least just a little angle. It kind of all made sense for me. So yeah, I was fine with that. And I got the check. So
Cool. So it was
it
legit.
just reminded me of that. And then a couple other things.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the Andrew Tate thing, how you said that he like paid people to share all his videos, and that's how he kind of cornered the market and went viral. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm probably shadow banned and stuff. I'm on the conspiracies and stuff. So if I share any video, no one actually watches my video. No one sees my video. Like, what are the people getting the Andrew Tate stuff? Are the people that actually share a video that it gets watched?
Dude,
by
you don't
people?
you don't remember TikTok like 2-ish years ago? The thing is like TikTok, you could have
he was
literally
all over.
But you could have 0 followers and you could have a video that gets 1 million views, right?
Yeah.
So there were lots of people who would just like make a new TikTok account, post them, and it got 0 views. But if you have like 10,000 people all doing that, then you're like, yeah, the odd video just goes viral and gets 1 million views.
Even more than that, the volume of people uploading
Yeah,
was
it
insane.
was insane.
So it
And
just
you're
tricked
just
the
like-
algorithm.
You were saying he wasn't paying them; they were paying to be a part of his.
They
thing.
were paying to be a part of Hustlers University, and then he's like, "You can make money by taking my content, cutting it up, making reels for TikTok, and then when those go viral, you could get in the like TikTok like creator
I saw it.
program,
Yeah, he
and
was
TikTok will
incentivizing
pay
them.
you."
Yeah.
Now TikTok, literally, you're like his face is like banned from TikTok.
Wow.
Like if you post a thing with his face in it, like we've sometimes like on podcasts, will like if
Like a
if he's in the
thumbnail or
news, like a
something.
thumbnail, and you're like it's just dead. Like his face
Crazy.
is like literally like if it gets detected, even if you're critical of him, it's just like nothing.
True. Wow.
Yeah, because he.
Yeah, I guess I never really messed with TikTok and saw that, but I'm just thinking like all the other platforms where who watches anyone's videos that they post? It's all whatever they want you to see when you go onto those, like YouTube. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like why isn't this show millions of viewers?
I ask myself that every fucking day. I don't know.
I
though.
wonder as well, Danny.
I don't know, man. It's because
But
you
know, okay,
you know what?
So I
It's
just want to
'cause-
finish with one thing. I'm not trying to take too long.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it was mentioned on. I called into one other show, and then later on in that show, someone mentioned something. Someone's like, "Oh, that Red Bar guy is making a video on Ryan Long," and then, dude, that's my least favorite guy. I hate that guy.
Yeah, Red
I
Bar
hate it when
stinks.
people go
Hey, what's
negative
up, Red
and
Bar?
get views that way. That dude sucks.
Yeah, Red Bar stinks.
Yeah, I just wanted to
I
chime
mean,
in
the
with
thing
that.
is, all his fans, not to get too much into Red Bar, but all his fans are like, "Oh my God, we're gonna ruin your life," and you're like, "No, you're not." Like, nobody cares.
They're living the black pill life. They're living a bad, unrighteous life.
It was
Like,
weird
it's
though, because the
disgusting.
guy who
I don't
called
like it.
in talking about it, and he's a big Red Bar fan, and he's just like, and this is a very like common thing with Red
He
Bar
said-
fans, where he's just like, stand-up comedy is stupid, even though he watches the show. He's like, stand-up comedy is
Yeah,
stupid,
and the dude-
because
the
he's
dude
like, you
called in
guys
and said
just
Red
tell the
Bar's
same
funny.
jokes over and over again, and you're like, yeah, it's like a performance. Like, I don't know if you thought that it's supposed to be like made up on the spot, but which some people used to think. That's what people used to think about comedy, but now people kind of know that you're like, no, it's a performance.
Yeah, it's like when you downloaded a
Yeah, I got much more
freestyle
respect
on
for it.
like
Um,
Napster.
Yeah,
back
but
in the
anyways,
day.
he was just like, comedy's stupid, and you're like, okay, I don't know, lots of people like it.
Yeah, he said comedy's stupid, yet he also said Red Bar's the funniest.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
those
Well, yeah.
two
The moment
callers.
you
Don't
say
ever
those two
respect that
things, you
call,
go, all right, that's
Yeah, buzz
yeah.
off, dude.
Yeah.
And then talking about good comedians, Dice Clay was there the night Ari Shafir was there, right?
Dice
But he
Clay
didn't,
was
like,
there
come on this
too.
show.
He was
there.
he was in the kitchen, hanging out in the kitchen. The kitchen at the stand is connected to the green room, and he was hanging out in the kitchen right before. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to say he's coming on the show, but I will say that there is a more than 0% chance that he'll be on the show.
Dice?
It's not Dice, yeah. Maybe even for like 20 minutes or something, just because that was the first time he had ever actually just done a spot at the stand that night. Because he doesn't do spots in New York at all. And for whatever reason, he was there, and then they just like, he went up and just did a spot, and he doesn't do that ever. So maybe he's like becoming more amenable, but the stand like works with him.
Does he live here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Dice lives in New York. His whole Instagram.
Yeah, Dice is a
just
man.
just walking around like Columbus Circle, just harassing people.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
glad you know that his Instagram is killing it nowadays.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's great. Cool, man. Well, yeah. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, and then just
Yeah, go ahead.
lastly, I saw Dice Clay at the airport, and he totally blew me off. So I totally had a Dice Clay moment. I thought it was awesome. He's a badass.
Yeah, he's a badass. Yeah, I can't imagine. The funny part is all he does is bother people. But I think if you came up to him, he fucking hates that. And you're like, that's all
I
you
just
do.
happened to see him within like a 5-foot distance, and he just totally was like, dude, like, get away from me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, like, the dude I was with, I was like, yo, that was Dice Clay. And then his ex-fiance, Kerrigan.
Yep.
Eleanor,
Eleanor,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, she was right behind, and then she kind of just said like, oh, thank you, or whatever, then kept walking, like, I was like, oh, shit, I totally saw him, and he totally blew me off. I was honored.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him at the stand a few times, and he always has that dude, Club Soda Kenny, as his, like, bodyguard. Basically, like, he always has, like, this was the first time he didn't have him, actually, a couple weeks ago, but he always has, like, literally, like, this dude who's, like, guess he's like a comic, kind of. I don't know. He's like an
Isn't he
ex-cop.
Bill Burr's like manager or something?
I don't know what
I
he
haven't
does.
seen him anywhere but with Dice.
I don't know what he does in comedy, but he did some like sketch or something, some sketches with Bill Burr where he like plays a cop. Maybe he's an ex-cop, but he's huge. He's like 6'8", massive guy. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Ben. Yeah. Dice is great. So phone lines are open, everybody. 1-888-949-2969. It's been a wild show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Serial killer was.
Yeah, we have to solve a murder or multiple.
Yeah, I mean the photos are legitimately so creepy.
They are.
I wish I could show them to people.
Terrifying.
I feel like that guy who called in wouldn't want that though.
Well, yeah.
That'd be a pretty
perhaps the FBI.
asshole.
And if
move
he's
of me.
right, you don't want it to be like you.
Imagine the guys
He
just
shared them to
imagine
his
the guys
own
just
Facebook.
watching
It's
right
pretty
now.
public.
Like the dude who's the murderer is just watching the bathhouse right now.
Yeah, just in a bathtub, just fucking.
Being like, I guess I got to plan a trip to New York.
Yeah. Grab my gloves and
Luckily,
my
none of us
shiny
drive
white
Uber.
shoes.
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, all the guys who got killed at Brooklyn Mirage, they were just like Brooklyn Mirage is this like event space thing, or it's like this outdoor like people go for like concerts and like raves and shit. But so they were all just like at 4 a.m. You wander out of there, you're all fucked up, and then just a couple of people just disappeared. Well, they didn't disappear; they were found like the next day, literally, and they just said they were like, they just drowned.
Is it possible they slept and then the water like washed out? I know there's no tide on a lake or whatever, but
Well, who goes to sleep in water?
face down.
Well,
on
that's
the
I
beach?
guess why that's part of the whole murder thing is that's the plausible deniability. That's what happened. But they're saying that's not what's happening. Hello. Welcome to the bathhouse, Mark, the producer for Low Value Mail. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up? What's up? Very interesting show tonight. Did you hear anything about these monkeys that escaped in South Carolina and what exactly is going on at that laboratory?
Yeah, what is
facility?
going on? Were we supposed to have a guest this week? You were saying you couldn't get them though, right? But it was like some crazy thing about the monkeys.
Yeah, I don't know all the details, but it seems to me, just based off of the website, that it's a front for something else. And I mean, they're obviously using monkeys, but I don't think they're saying exactly what they're doing with these monkeys on their website.
What is the status of, because it was 43 monkeys escaped?
Yeah, 4 monkeys are currently still missing.
Are they like the tear your face off kind?
They reclaim most of them.
Yeah, what strain of monkey?
Yeah, are they the
No,
rip your
no.
face off kind or no?
No, we're talking about rhesus, capuchin. These are the kind of monkeys you see stealing people's pocket change.
Right,
in,
like they're like the
Eastern
cute
Asian
ones where
countries,
people have them
you know.
on TikTok and they wear diapers.
Yeah, they're frivolous and comical.
Like the raccoon.
Yeah, they could like gang up on you. You know, if you ran into 20 of them in an alley,
Yeah.
you might have your face bit off.
Sure.
but not
Sure.
4 of them.
The remaining
I am so glad that Slav isn't a guest on this right now. Yeah, so 4 of them, you think they're dead? So what's going on at this monkey laboratory? So they all escaped. I mean, we know that they test stuff
here's
on
the
animals.
weirdest thing. So here's the weirdest thing. So they're making such a big deal about 4 monkeys that have, escaped. It's about to be winter time. Not that South Carolina gets particularly cold, but, it's not exactly Vietnam, right? So these are not... These monkeys live typically on the equator, so they're not going to last very long. But what's weird is they have a whole island off the coast of South Carolina where they allegedly, it's like a wild population of these species of monkeys. So maybe I just don't know how hardy these monkeys truly are, because they have like a open air zoo where they keep these monkeys, because at a certain point it became too much of a hassle and a political thing for them to go and steal monkeys from, third world countries. So they're like, well, let's just breed them ourselves.
So they breed
have
them on an island
island.
off of South Carolina?
Is that
the place where all the golf courses
with
are?
A monkey, they're not exactly, animal husbandry, right? You can't really breed monkeys. So they don't.
Is that true?
There's no one there. It's just an island full of monkeys. The monkeys are just, free range, so to speak.
Okay.
There are certain animals we've domesticated, but no, monkeys and animals like,
I mean, take your pick. There's plenty of animals. We just can't
Morgan
domesticate.
Island in Beaufort County, South Carolina.
You don't think there's like a Jane Goodall type posted up?
It's also known as Monkey Island due to its colony of free-ranging rhesus monkeys established in 1979.
Reese's Pieces.
All right. And that's where they escaped
with
from, or
that-
no?
No, that's just where they harvest
That's
them
where they
from
get the
when they
monkeys
want to
from.
do these experiments.
harvest
but my point is,
Oh, they're cute.
Cute little guys.
I'd let that thing rip my face off.
4 of those. You don't worry about those 4. They're chilling.
Yeah.
No.
Until someone sticks
No,
their
but-
dick in
but
one, and
over
then that's how you get
time-
AIDS.
It's over.
Monkeypox.
Could the
over time,
could the lab be just trying to write Shakespeare? You know,
Good question.
if the 43 is not the number, that's a thing. Could be a thing.
I think he has a
no,
deeper
those are
conspiracy than this.
chimpanzees.
Oh, those are chimpanzees. So what do you think they're doing at this monkey testing facility in South Carolina?
well, I think they're trying to do something with cloning. Why rhesus monkeys, capuchin monkeys?
Big Chimpin says Apestein
or
Island.
chromosomes.
That's
Nice.
bars. That's bars.
Nice, Big Chimpin.
That could be a part of it, but then they also had monkeys at the Wuhan labs, I'm pretty sure. So
Sure.
it could be a part of the next COVID thing.
Yeah, we're making our own version, and we're sending it to China.
South Carolina.
How do you? Well, they made one in Wuhan. Honestly, South Carolina probably is like America's Wuhan, right? And probably
This
we're all
isn't the
mad
first-
that they made one and sent it over here. So you go, enjoy your fucking wet market, fellas.
Damn.
So
Some
this
rhesus
isn't the
meat.
first monkey escape either. Do you guys remember the last time monkeys escaped one of these trucks?
No.
This is happening a lot.
So it was. It happens more than you'd expect.
Yeah, they usually just cover it
So
up.
yeah, 2 years ago, I think it was around the same time. Funny enough, that monkeypox was being, peddled to the public. But yeah, there was a monkey breakout in in Pennsylvania, where I think it was not too far from like the capital, Harrisburg.
Okay.
And yeah, they had a bunch of monkeys escape and into neighborhoods, and people were like, "What the hell's going on?" So this is something that happens pretty frequently, and it's definitely questionable. I mean, as far as what they're doing, why they need monkeys for these sorts of tests.
What do they say they need them for? Like, what's the most charitable explanation? Like their makeup or drugs?
I guess it's I guess it's the closest you can get to a human without,
Testing on a human.
being completely
There's some
cruel.
fine-ass monkeys with makeup on. Just like
They have
contouring.
wigs. You go, what do the wigs do? You go, why do you got to put a wig on a monkey? You go, I don't know. Just match the rest of the face. Just didn't really make sense without it.
They're useful little creatures. They do a lot of things, but I don't know. I think
What? So what is
Not
your
exactly
what
a
is your
fun
conspiracy
topic,
hot
but-
take of what they're doing with them though? You got to
they're
have something.
using them to spread. I think they're using them to spread these viruses. I mean, not that I totally buy into that, but maybe at the
How are they
at
spreading the
most, it's
viruses?
like,
You know what? Maybe if they're all like they got the wig and then they got the makeup on and
Yeah.
then they escape and then someone goes, "Oh, looks
And
pretty
then they
nice."
just hang out at
4
a truck
a-
stop.
Yeah, 4 a.m. You go, I've done worse.
They jump on each other's backs so they look taller.
Yeah, but you go,
like
I've done
Little
worse, and
Rascals.
then someone bangs one of the monkeys, and then that's how you got a new
Boom.
fucking communicable disease.
Pandemic.
All right, well, I think we solved that.
Yep. That's what they're doing.
I heard that's what happened to the Pirates of the Caribbean.
to the bottom of it.
Got banged out, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, poor guy.
I'll have
Lipstick.
to put some. I'll have to put some, elbow grease into it.
Who's
and
the
come
guy
up with a
who
better
who is
answer
the
for
guy
you.
who you wanted to have on who investigates the monkey labs?
Oh, that's not like his forte. That's just something he did an interesting video about.
Oh, gotcha.
No, Paranoid American. He's a buddy of mine. He's interesting, and I know a lot of crazy people. So as the booker, if I can't find, a guest like we had on last night, I might just have to, resort to one of my crazy friends like
All right.
Thomas. So,
All
yeah.
right.
Anyways,
Well, he'll be on sometime.
on
All
with
right,
the
thanks,
show.
Mark.
Peace.
Later, man. a lot going on tonight.
I lived in South Carolina for 3 years. I never once heard about that island.
No.
Morgan. Was it called Morgan Island?
It's called Morgan Island, South Carolina.
Morgan Island. No.
In Beaufort County. Do you know?
I've heard of that county, but I never heard of Morgan Island.
Beaufort.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like Beaufort.
Yeah,
I just guessed that it was pronounced that way.
It doesn't look like an island though. They say that's an island. Maybe that's the county.
That is the entire state of South Carolina.
Oh, that's the whole state of South Carolina.
Yes.
Right. Okay. There we go.
So good at geography, Tanner.
Yeah, man. Oh, here I think it's that right there. I think it's this little.
Yeah, there's a lot of islands.
A lot of islands, right? Yeah. All right. Well,
that's called Island.
Pronounced Island.
Not buying it. Not buying Island.
That would be hilarious, though. This is Island.
Why'd you live in South Carolina? You went to school there?
I wanted to start comedy, but I didn't want to move here and start and just be terrible.
Yeah.
And my friend was already moving there, so I moved to Charleston with him.
Charleston. I heard it's a nice city, actually.
It rules. Yeah, Charleston's awesome. They just got a new comedy club, Wits End.
Wits End. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, phone lines are open, everybody. 1-888-94. Read my fucking mind. You know? Hello. You're on the bathhouse.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
What's happening?
Hey, my name's Brandon.
Brandon.
My wife. You guys said something really bad happened at Brooklyn Mirage.
My guest says no. I was saying there was these two people who died at Brooklyn Mirage.
That's not bad.
No, it was bad. I thought you were saying I thought you said my guests had something bad happen. No, yeah. These two people. And I've been to Brooklyn Mirage many times. And the thing is, they were saying because if you leave there, and sometimes they have shows that go to 8 in the morning because it's a big drug scene and DJs and stuff. But sometimes if you leave there at 4 in the morning, it's impossible to get an Uber or a taxi out of there. So you just have to walk through kind of
shallow water,
like Bushwick almost. And so you can just be all fucked up alone, just walking down and it's all industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pass the expressway maybe to get whatever.
Yeah, you got to get into East Williamsburg basically, but yeah.
So I've been there once. I went
awesome.
there right beat. I bought tickets on a premise of maybe I could go, maybe I can't because of the situations with the rules for New York City
for COVID.
Yeah, it was for Flying Lotus.
Oh, okay.
Jerry Paper was opener.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt the pressure though because it's so isolated from the rest of Brooklyn or what? It's not Brooklyn, New York City.
Yeah, it is weird that they have COVID rules because when you get in there, I think I saw a concert there actually during COVID, and I don't know what the deal was, but you get in there and you're people are not caring about COVID.
Insanity. Huh.
Yeah, it's shoulder to shoulder.
No, but
everybody's on drugs.
Well, okay, that happened. That's multiple layers. All right. The one thing I want to say though is they had a TSA check-in for the concert. That was on another level. You didn't have to do it, but then it was if you want to, you can.
Why would you?
Well, I mean, the people they went through everything they went through to get that stamp of approval or to have, the card or whatever,
you're saying people who just wanted to be super safe, like the Taylor Lorenzes of the world, who's still, I don't know if anybody saw this. I don't know if you know this chick, Taylor Lorenz. She used to be Washington Post. And then she put out this tweet yesterday because she's still all in on COVID. And then she put out this post basically being people out there raw dogging air right now. She literally said that.
No.
She's like
recently?
Yesterday. She's people out there. She's we're trying to stay safe.
Would she wear a gas mask?
She wears a mask all the time, but she's people out there right now raw dogging air.
Oh no, dude!
They're doing that breathing thing. No,
that's
breathing is a.
It is a cool way to call breathing, though.
Breathing, yeah, raw dogging air is actually not.
I hear just raw dogging air.
Raw dogging air.
It just makes me want to do it more. It makes me feel like a tough guy.
Yeah. Next time I'm out of breath just from walking uphill, I'm going to say I'm raw dogging air right now.
Just ripping lines of air.
She doesn't like it. She's not in favor of it. Anyways, go on. What were you saying?
That it was very...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they had a TSA check-in, it was kiosks, it's everywhere at the McDonald's, wherever it is. But there's a computer that you go in to check in where here's my different cards I'm gonna swipe to get in to say that I'm approved to be in this place. But it was one of these places where, listen, I'll tell you this. I worked at a job where they hired somebody to do the job of seeing if somebody has it to get in that never got it.
The person who
He
was
did the
checking
whole-
people was unvaccinated.
Right.
That seems like a lapse.
So it was just a permit thing. They just had that there for the display.
I'm sure
of it.
Toronto
Just
was
a
like that
permit.
too during
New York
COVID.
was like-
I mean, all the comedy clubs here were
It
like
was-
that.
New York City got really spooky.
Yeah,
That's
New York City,
my
like there were
opinion.
like I remember the
was
stand.
silly.
The stand was like you needed like a they were like technically you like need a vaccine card to get in for like a period because that was the law in New York, and they were like occasionally like people they weren't like super strict about it, and then there was like someone from like the police like showed up and was just like let's see your like just asking random people like like how they do at a bar.
Yeah.
If you're like underage, or like, let's see the cards. I remember we went to this there was this Japanese restaurant not far from here on like First Avenue. And during COVID, they had like a patio and there was like when there was like a 9 o'clock curfew, they would stay open till like 2 a.m. So we would go there all the time. And then at one point it was popping off so much that they built a giant fence around the patio so that you couldn't see because like they were just making so much money. And then we were there one night and like, I don't know, 10 cop cars showed up, like pulled up, and the restaurant was literally like, everybody go, like don't even pay your bills, just leave.
Yeah.
To deal with it.
No more arigato, Mr. Roboto.
That place is.
They brought that old-fashioned speakeasy, the castle doctrine, popping off.
Yeah, but it was outside. It still was outside. Like you weren't even indoors.
Dude, I remember when comedians
Yeah,
like,
well,
open micers were
outdoors,
snitching on
it
shows
doesn't
and they
really
got shut
matter,
down.
like-
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
fucked up.
like-
It was brutal, bro.
Seriously, for a second, sorry. But does anybody think that somebody else is making them sick? Like, that sounds like something that makes people be divided. Like, it's very simple, cut and dry. Like, oh, don't get outside of each other's fields. Don't be 6 feet. Like, don't be close.
I mean, you
Don't
definitely
have a
could get it
connection.
from other people. Like I
Don't
remember
care.
I went to multiple things that ended up being like massive super
Yeah,
spreaders.
how else would you get it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a flu still. Like
Yeah, it wasn't like
Just
I
a
don't think it was like
typical-
this serious thing, but
Yeah.
you did get it from other people.
No. Well, okay. I mean, that's a hugely debatable point. Are you sick because everyone's breathing the same air, everyone's eating the same food, everyone's feeling the same electrical currents, or whatever's going on that we're interacting with? Are we all sick because of these outside factors, or is it because I did it to you?
Well, I think like if you
Well,
slowed
it's just
what's
you're
the
existing in
difference?
society, I suppose.
From my own
I don't think it was
aunt
malicious,
to say,
although
like,
some people
I can't
did.
be around.
I think we're about 2 minutes
Hold
from
on.
him going the Jews.
No, that's Slav's still, man.
Like if you
saying-
smooch
no.
a dude that's got COVID,
No, I'm saying from my own aunt. I don't know if you guys are muting me.
No.
For my own aunts to want to be around me, like that is an extreme level of like breaking the family, breaking.
Oh yeah, there was
community.
for sure. There was tons of people who were like, dude, I had my one, but Kevin Soldo, who we know from Toronto, who like literally, I don't think he's ever worn a mask, like the whole time. Like even like in 2020, he would go into like a grocery store, no mask, and they're like, yo, you can't be in here, and he's just like, fuck, dude. He traveled. That was the only time he actually wore a mask, because he traveled to like Serbia or something, Croatia, sorry, and then when he came back, Canada had this thing where you had to like mandatory quarantine. And he's just like not doing it. Damn. And they gave him like I think it was like a $7,500 fine, something crazy, like some insane
That's
fine.
outrageous.
But
You
like
should've
they
just
couldn't.
been quiet about it.
really sticking
Well, no,
to
it
your
was
guns.
at customs at the airport where they're like, if you ever, I had to do it, and they were like, you got to fill out where you're gonna be, and like it was they had that ArriveCan app in Canada,
yeah, and
like
they
that whole
sent
scam,
people,
and he's
yeah.
just like, I'm not doing it, and they're like, okay, well it's like a massive fine, and he goes, okay, just give me the fine, and then but he never paid it because. It was such a backlog, and once they started getting to the courts, they were like, yeah, we can't like actually
pursue this.
Yeah. So they just were like, they just let it and didn't charge anybody. Although a few people with the trucker convoy, like did go to jail, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy because turns out they were like this week, like I don't know if the Department of Justice, but like they released all this information essentially saying like, yeah, everything they were saying was true. Like it was just like made in a lab and it wasn't that bad at that point and all this stuff, and still just because it was too much honking.
Way too much.
It was a lot of honking.
It wasn't.
You
No,
can't honk that much.
It's a lot of suppositions to believe that a PCR test says that you got something from your sister, you got something from your aunt, you got something from your neighbor, you got some.
Well, you got it from
That's what
somewhere.
really-
You don't know where you got it from. I remember when we did a show in Toronto.
Let's
in
just say that some kind of flu-like symptoms is not happening from the water that goes through the.
Oh, you're saying that you could get it from like the tap water or something?
Of New York City, maybe, perhaps. The radio steam systems of New York City. Like,
Did you say
so
radio?
They tweak the water. No, radiators.
Radiator.
How they use heat, steam, like a
Yeah,
boiler in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, so New York City tweaks the water. They put a little bit different stuff in the water. Everybody gets sick. Does that mean that my wife got me sick, or does it mean that the environment got me
Sure. So you're saying it's them Chinese.
Yeah, some Chinese super villains. I feel like, I mean, that requires so much organization to orchestrate something to that effect, bro.
The sky,
The sky.
the food, water.
Okay. All right. I'm not totally following this, guys.
Yeah. It's not coughing in someone's open mouth.
No, I know what you're
It's the
saying. You're
water.
saying like if you get your aunt sick, you go, well, who got me sick?
But
the Chinese, the CC Communist Chinese Party.
Well, the Chinese communism, though, like who invented communism and who controls communism and who wants communism
Jews.
and for what?
I knew it. I knew we were gonna get there.
Okay,
I
well,
knew.
here we
Buzzer
go.
just hit it. Who controls the weather? We were about to get there.
Wait, Karl Marxy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Who controls the weather? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the Chinese do love
listen.
cloud seeding.
I don't believe in countries really like that.
You don't
actually.
believe in
Like,
countries? Nice.
I'd like to interrogate
after
this
COVID
further.
lockdown,
What do you mean you don't believe in countries?
nobody stood up. if COVID says you got to shut down your country,
Yeah.
and nobody stood up, what is it? Yeah, WEF, who, whatever. They all
Wait,
say,
hold
you
on.
gotta shut down
Let's back this up one
the
second
whole
here.
thing.
What do you mean when you say you don't believe in countries?
It's theater. It's all like I don't believe in the two. It's two wings, whatever. Biden and they're all friends. Like it's
Yeah, that's
all,
for
they
sure.
work for the.
No doubt, but there's still
Okay,
countries.
so-
Yeah, there's still countries though.
So it's all like it's like they're doing it's a Shakespeare thing. Like it, I don't understand exactly how it works, but when I try to even think about how things are portrayed versus how it actually happened, even 20 years ago, whatever, it just has to think that if we're going 200 years back, 500 years back, whatever it is. There's a lot of questions that are left unopened. So I base my life kind of on what I'm seeing in the moment.
Gotcha.
And my own.
And what country are you in right
Sounds
now?
like it.
No such thing.
Country are you right now? He's asking.
What do you say?
Country are you right now?
Colombia.
You're in Colombia.
Colombia.
Colombia. Ay, qué
Sounds like you've been getting into the stuff there a little bit down in Colombia. All right, thanks, dude. I gotta take another call. All right, that was good.
That was the
I couldn't follow.
loftiest.
Dude, that was
I'm just happy that we didn't get to
I
flat
couldn't
Earth.
follow.
way out.
Yeah,
there.
no. He had
No,
Shorty
he
in the
called
back.
in-
and
he
she's
called
like,
in
talk about the flat tierra. Tell him gonna be flat.
Hello, you're on the bathhouse.
Nice.
Yo, who are we speaking
I'm
with?
on the show.
You are on the bathhouse, the one and only. Who are we speaking with?
Frickin' radical. My
Yes.
name is Dan K.
What's up, Dan K? How's it going?
Pretty good, man.
What do you want to talk about?
Am I on? Am I on the show?
You're
yeah,
on,
you are
on,
live.
on.
You are
We're
live on the air.
Wondering.
Whoa!
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Do you think countries are
Yeah.
real?
Of course they're real.
Okay.
I know my life sucks when I don't have a country. So
There you go. Real patriot. Second question. Do you wash your legs?
No.
oh yeah, I get down in there, scrub up and down.
Do you wash your
You
legs?
got it.
No. You don't wash your legs?
No.
You just stop at the crotch.
They call me Clean Legs McGee. I don't have to.
There's,
That is your
dude,
street
I
name.
get tagged
That
in this
is.
all the time. Someone actually tagged this recently because this is a discussion where we always ask people if they wash their legs.
No.
I don't wash my legs either. I just let gravity do the work, and
Right.
kind of like car wash style.
Exactly.
And then a lot of people talking shit. They're like, "That's disgusting," all this stuff. And then, but someone sent me a YouTube thing where they did like a scientific thing, and it really just does get the shit clean.
Yeah. I mean, for God's
It
sake.
depends,
why would
obviously,
you
if
go
there's a
dirty on
level
it?
of dirtiness. Like if you work like as a landscaper.
Why would you go dirty on it?
I'm not though. That's what I'm
That's-
saying.
Porque there is no such thing but germs.
What about your feet? Like, whatever your feet get dirty and stay. You
My feet don't
you
get
give them a
dirty.
scrub.
You're gonna grow
in between
barnacles, man.
When do my
the
feet get dirty?
toes,
My feet don't
nothing?
get dirty. No, nothing.
No, I mean, gravity
Nothing.
soap,
Yeah, I'm like,
the soap
dude, you know how
goes
much
down.
soap and
You're bugging.
water
You don't wash your feet.
and hot
No,
water
that's
past
wild.
You're gonna
Stinky
grow
feet
barnacles.
hands?
Dude, I'm telling you, my feet are not smelly.
You'll get
They're-
crustaceans.
I don't have any. I have honestly great feet. They're not gross. They don't smell.
Let
So
me
I
peep,
don't-
bro. You
I
got
don't
great
wash-
feet. Let's see,
Yeah.
bro. Let's see the
I'm not-
standard. Imagine he just.
I mean, I guess it only matters if
Like the love guru.
I guess it only matters if you're getting women, but still, why would you want barnacles around that?
Yeah,
That's gross.
look, if I had issues going down on the feet, or if maybe something developed, then I'd be like, you know what, maybe I need to pay some more attention.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm telling you, it's like it's fucking clean as a whistle. down
It's
there.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta spoil yourself, you know. Just get a towel and scrub.
Yeah, I don't know. And I, honestly, it's like that is it's because of the show. I've like
Make yourself
because
feel
of this
special. Come
discussion,
on.
I've tried to make a habit of it, but it's just not a habit I can really keep.
Yeah, it's like this is unnecessary.
Feet washing?
sounds
That's like a
like
whole
work.
profession in countries.
Yeah,
There's somebody who washes
but that's
your
like
feet.
more of like a spa kind of thing. The Pope washes feet.
Well, no, it's like a prayer thing. Before prayer, they wash the feet.
Well, the Pope is like on Christmas.
they're
I think
your
he
feet.
washes like the
They're
feet
your
of like
feet. Make
homeless
yourself
people.
feel special.
He be
Yeah.
washing homeless.
It's like a Jesus thing.
Yeah, it's like a
Jesus-
Jesus because the whole it's like
he did
Jesus,
that.
because Jesus
Yeah.
did that. So then the Pope,
But that's also they were wearing sandals all the time.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Shit would get
different.
wild.
exactly. You're like in the you're
Yeah,
like
bro.
in
Shouts
fucking
to the
Middle
Pope.
East.
If I was walking around the year 12, then I would probably wash my feet with like when I
Yeah,
shower.
yeah. I mean, you get
if
if, yeah. I've been to Israel. Your feet get dirty.
But a Pope out here just cleaning feet? though?
Yeah, because he's got to be. Yeah,
it's like
you
on a
didn't know-
special
A man of
occasion.
the
It's not like
Shouts
every
to the
day.
Pope, bro.
Yeah,
like
the
a
weird part is the smelling. He just gives. He
doesn't like-
everyone. He just goes.
He just
All right,
gives
let's
it a
watch
gentle
that
little.
puppy.
Why are we talking about feet so much?
We were talking about washing
Washing legs
and
and
then
chill out,
we got
bro.
on to feet. Anyways, go ahead. What did you want to talk about?
Oh, what do I want to talk about?
Yeah.
Hey, what if dogs could control drones? Wouldn't that be awesome?
What if dogs could control drones?
All right, so we're
Yeah.
piggybacking on the last caller.
What if we can control dogs like they were drones?
Oh, did you see? I saw a video of at Mar-a-Lago. They have those
There was the last caller who
robot
talked
dogs.
about
Ooh, those
dogs.
are creepy.
dogs?
Like the
Robot
ones
security
like
dogs.
from that show, from Black Mirror, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like that's just real now, dude. They had I never saw them personally, but I think they were doing it as a trial. But they had in I think Times Square subway station. They had like they look like the R2D2s, and they were just ripping around like
Dog,
these little
fuck that.
surveillance thing.
That shit spooks me.
Dude,
out.
I saw a
dog
dude
that's just
yesterday.
like, oh, zzz.
Yeah.
He starts shooting from its mouth.
I don't think they have guns.
I bet
just-
they do.
They're just cameras, but they will have guns.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This is how they start this shit. They go, "Hey, it's just a camera on wheels, just to keep you safe." And then 10 years from now, they go, "Hey, we put a gun turret on it."
Robots suck. Dogs are awesome.
All right, you've been hung up on.
I don't understand what you like.
Poison.
What if dogs?
He's a
could
proponent of
control-
robo
1593.
dogs. and feet
1553
washing.
with the hang up. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. What if dogs? What if
Could
dogs
control
could
drones.
control drones? I have a dog.
Why is that his question?
I have a dog. I don't think he would really
Yeah, we just
have any interest in
I mean, they
that.
would
Yeah,
have
the drone would be just sniffing butt cheeks.
He mostly likes my dog. Mostly just likes to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Mad
I don't
dormant
think if
drone.
you go,
He's
yo,
just like he'd
if
be
dogs could
dropping
control-
drone strikes on that one dog he doesn't
no,
like.
maybe yeah, or maybe like you just getting in the face. Like if you ever see that cat with the GoPro on it, that famous cat.
There's several of them.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
copycats.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, y'all were talking vaccines. I just wanted to ask, why is no one asking all these fucking illegal aliens if they're vaccinated?
Because it's over. Nobody asks anybody if they're vaccinated.
Yeah, but well, like people got fired and forced out of their jobs, and people were like,
and that was.
pushed out of the
I mean, people are,
military.
dude. Nobody people are like suing right now and like winning huge settlements over getting fired during COVID.
Oh, really?
Like it was one of those things where at the time you're like, yeah, this is so fucked up. And then those people are like, especially if you work for any like public company or whatever, or like government thing, like those people are getting paid.
Yeah.
Danny, you're thinking with your Sephardic brain.
Yeah, I'm not thinking. I'm just saying those people are being compensated for the wrongs that were done to
Danny,
them.
Do you think more people die from this ching chong flu, or people died from, suicide and overdose and everything that was like people lost businesses, people like. There were men being told they were unessential.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a travesty.
Kids,
I couldn't set it up better
they
myself.
were like
that was
kids.
very articulate.
You dare tell me he's unessential.
I mean,
no man's not essential.
I am. Me? Not essential?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, dude.
These are like
I'm going to tell you this right now.
2-year-old talking
There were no
points.
There were no Kia boys before this China virus. I'm gonna tell you that. See, See, and then that
Kia boys are?
that gorilla.
I thought he said Nokia boys.
Yeah.
Like
No. There was
phone.
no Kia boys.
What's
The
a
Kia
Kia
boys
boy?
are like what? They just like dudes, gang dudes who just
Yeah,
drive
they
around,
just
steal
tear off.
Kias.
So Hyundais and Kias. I mean,
Fine car.
The
My last car was a
Kias and
Kia. I like that.
So basically, they break in, they tear off the underside of the steering wheel where all the where you stick your key in, and they just tear it all off, and there's a USB port. I had a high reverence for these Orientals, the Japs, the Chinks, and the Koreans.
All right.
But these Koreans thought that they could.
Didn't work. Tried to hang up on him.
Jesus, man.
Man, if you let him
He's
go,
just going through the Rolodex.
If you let him go,
it's like he's got all the
He just
all the
goes,
terms.
man.
Also, he's not good at racism. That's a general term for all Asians. Bro.
Yeah.
Like he lists like it was,
the Orientals. No, he's good at racism, but I think he holds.
Okay.
The crazy part
Top-tier
is
racist.
he's holding back.
Yeah,
I can tell
a lot.
Yeah, in his tone, you can hear it.
Like he's just like he's like on a job
first
interview.
things first.
Yeah.
Like this is job interview, Slav.
You tell a man he's unessential, and then you place him next to a migrant. Bro.
Not my America.
Oh, my man Pablo. Let's go. Pablo.
Pableezy.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Good. You're hard to hear.
Hello from California.
Hello to California. We can't, you're tough to hear. You sound like you're really far away from your phone. Maybe headphones.
How's that?
Perfect.
Better.
Perfect. What's up?
Better?
Man?
Better?
Yeah, man.
Not much. Pablo from California. How's it going, guys? I just wanted to talk about there will be fuck. I don't know why I'm talking so securely about this. Either way, I was just planning to say that once our boy Donnie T is officially in office, everybody knows that the media will try to hit him with he's fucked up the economy or yada yada yada.
Yep.
Me being an aircraft mechanic, I'm in the know about aircraft.
Okay.
And starting next year, there will be talks about how the aircraft industry is going under there, because of Donald Trump. But it's not really Donnie T's fault.
Do you care to elaborate on this? Dude, you're like the source of like the most citizen journalism we've done on this show ever. Probably because the last time you called in, you were saying all these like illegals who are voting for Trump and stuff, and it's very.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. Right now, there's Southwest Airlines and America Airlines and Delta Airlines are offering their mechanics and pilots early retirement benefits. So anybody who wants to retire early will still get early. Will still get like, I think it's 75% of their retirement benefits until they get to the age where they were supposed to originally retire.
Yeah.
And then they'll get full benefits.
And is that because they want to they want to downsize the workforce?
Basically, just they're expecting less travel on aircraft for the foreseeable future.
Why?
Why is that?
Why would they anticipate that?
Just because of
Listen,
slowdown.
that's not what I don't know.
Slow economy.
I don't know why they think that. I just know that they're offering early retirement because they are expecting less travel in the coming years.
And are they ordering less planes and like traveling less routes and whatnot?
No. So that's totally different. They will order planes no matter what because planes they miss out on that opportunity. So like if you order a plane now, it takes you 5 years to get the plane because there's such a long waiting list.
Right.
Right. Like if Boeing can't sell planes to Delta or American, there's plenty of overseas companies willing to buy them.
Sure. So the planes. Well, what about pilots? Are they cutting back on pilots?
I heard the pilots aren't getting those simply because they fucked up during COVID. They offered too many early retirement plans to pilots. And then, once COVID is over, they needed all those pilots back, and they couldn't get them.
Huh.
So only the mechanic, only ground crew has been offered that so far.
And do you know anybody who's taking it?
I don't personally know anybody who's taking it. There's a couple of guys here who said they're considering it, but they're not, they're not 100% on it yet.
And how far are they from retiring?
Let's see. We lost 4 guys this year to retirement or death. I think the next guy is 6 years away from retirement.
How many of those were retirement? How many of those were death?
Damn.
Yeah,
What's the ratio?
So, all right. So one guy.
Smiley face killer.
Let me see. No, nothing like
No,
that.
I think it's more like they knew some information about Boeing.
No, so two guys just retired. One guy had like some serious health issues, and he was planning to basically keep working until he died. And then the doctor said, "Hey, if you keep working, you're legitimately gonna die at work."
He goes, "That's the
plan."
plan.
So he decided to retire.
Oh,
he just decided to retire. And one guy, they legitimately found him dead at his house, like going to work. Like he just didn't show up for a couple of days. He didn't show up for a couple of days. People were like, "Hey, where the fuck is he? He never misses a day." His sister called a wellness check on him, and the cops said they found him at his door, like with his keys in his hand, ready to go.
Damn!
Dude just dropped dead, and another guy died in just a car accident.
Okay.
Shit luck.
Yeah.
Shit luck. So either way, the next guy in line to retire is 6 years away from retirement. He's saying he's considering it. And then the next guy after him, I think he's only about 8 years after.
But they'll give you 75% of your retirement for 8 years,
and then replace you with an illegal immigrant.
Basically, but retirement
Different
benefits
collar.
aren't like these guys. These guys, like we're not one of the majors. We're a minor. We're a minor company. I'm making $34.25 an hour. These guys are making $42.50 an hour.
Gotcha.
So,
and do you think they just want to replace
75%
them
of
with
that.
guys like your seniority who just make less money?
Yes, 100%. We're making, the roof here takes 15 years to get to the max pay scale. At the majors, you hit the max pay scale in 8 years. So they definitely want to just replace them as many people as possible. But I think they're going to end up with the same issue they had right after COVID, which is all these guys early retire. And then the new guys, you can't replace them fast enough. When I went to school to be an aircraft mechanic, it was a class of 12 people. 3 people got their licenses.
Oh, so it's hard. It's hard shit. Interesting.
Yeah,
but you're just
all
saying
these
that that if they blame the economy, there's no even real benefit to blaming the economy on Trump because he can't run again. So
I don't I just know that's I don't know. But I'm just saying that's the most likely outcome. But they've been talking about this. I think the guy said that they were offering early retirement since August. The August was when they first offered it. I think it was a 50% of your benefits.
But they
until
couldn't
you
have known
actually
he
reach
was going to
retirement
win
age.
in August.
No. They just knew that they just know that there's going to be less travel overall in the next coming years.
And he's saying they're going to end up blaming that.
I'm curious as to why they're
World War
rejecting
III?
it.
Based on
That's
what?
World War
mad.
III?
Yeah.
World War III would cause way less travel.
Nuclear warheads.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Like if there's some shit popping off like that. And I mean, there was, I think I read today, there was some guy who was like one of the top shareholders in Tesla and he's been with it forever and he sold a ton of his shares because he's like legitimately like World War III is going to happen or a high likelihood of it. And
damn, bro.
I mean, some people say it already started.
Dang.
Yeah. It's already popping up. I mean, there's North Korean troops in Ukraine right now. That sounds like a world war.
NK in UK?
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, so it sounds like it. All right. Thanks, Pablo. Appreciate the update.
Not a problem. Have a good one, guys.
Pablo, everybody.
Good looks, Bobs.
Still can't get laid. Hello. You're on the bathhouse. You're on the last caller.
Hey, what's up? It's Sammy.
Sammy? What's up, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to talk about what you think about the pod we did during the election night.
What about it? We did Corinne Fisher's
Without a Country?
Yeah, Without a Country. Yeah.
It just felt like they didn't even want to give a chance to the other side. I saw Ryan Long. I remember he called out like something about the abortion issue because he was like, they said only women can decide. He's like, so if it's a boy, then only men can decide.
Sure.
Like,
I mean that the abortion issue wasn't, I guess, big enough, or people didn't care enough about it to make it the deciding factor.
And what I remember when I was trying to discuss about the lockdowns, and then I know you guys are talking about the Trump thing, but what I was trying to get to was New York State and City, after the first initial like lockdown, pushed it even further.
Yeah.
Like with the mandates and like that legit got fired from like $100K job.
Yeah. The thing with those, like all the COVID stuff, not to get too much into this, but everybody just did what everybody else was doing. Nobody wanted to, everybody saw what like Sweden was like, we're not doing anything, and everybody was like just shit talking Sweden, and it's so much easier to just do what everybody else does. So New York just did what every blue city did, and the red states kind of just did what all the red states did.
Oh yeah, Sweden was like, we believe in herd
Sweden was just like,
immunity.
yeah, herd immunity. We're like, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, that's my people, bro.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, but the irony of it all was too, like with the Dems, they always talk about like minorities, but it was actually black and brown people that took the vaccine the least, and they were the ones banned from restaurants, jobs. So I don't know. I just found it ironic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they weren't thinking about it that way. They were like bribe. Remember they were dude, there was one point in New York City where they were giving you $100 cash to take the vaccine.
I remember that.
Remember that at City Field?
Yeah, well, that was before I moved here, but yes.
At City Field, they were literally like $100 cash. Take this thing.
That's rad.
Yeah, now fucking people pay for it. That's the crazy. I couldn't imagine. I mean, like I would never take it, but like, you're like
You used to get like a $50 gift card
pay
at
like.
Applebee's, bro.
Remember, fucking De Blasio did the press conference and he was eating Shake Shack fries and he was like, "Get a vaccine, we'll give you some fries."
Bleezy, bro. Yeah, what a guy.
That guy sucked.
These
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt weird that many comics didn't like call it out. I only saw maybe a couple.
Well, Trump won,
I don't know.
so you're vindicated. You get 4 more. You probably are kind of. How do you feel about it? Because this guy Sammy, like you probably know him, but he has been since I moved to New York, just always wearing a MAGA hat when it was like, someone might fucking.
Oh yeah,
And shit for it. Now
everywhere.
it's like you see it all the time.
Yeah,
it's not even that rare anymore. It's like not like super common, but it's not like crazy uncommon.
Do you have like a JD Vance tattoo on your chest? Something spicy?
You got the dark. You got the dark.
No,
MAGA
an
hat?
American Eagle and Trump. No, it's just
That might be real.
Well, no, what was funny was, like I told you before, it was always funny that it's mostly just like white liberals and like weirdly white comics. A lot of white comics not from New York that were offended the most by it.
By your hat. Yeah, because they thought that Trump was Hitler.
Mad, like losing their.
Yeah, but also the comics
like,
thing is different because they're playing like the industry comedy game where they're like, I'm trying to get a show writing for or a job writing for like. Seth
No, I'm talking about in
Meyers.
person. I'm talking about in person. We're talking.
Yeah,
Like,
well, they
not even
believe
on
it.
stage.
Yeah, they for sure
Yeah.
believe that shit, and they were like,
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
you're a hateful person, but
yeah, that's true. Sammy, you are pure hate.
Well, I just viewed it as, I just viewed it as, like, especially with the MAGA hat, the same thing, like, after 9/11 when they went after Muslims for what they wore. But yet, I tell people it's the same type of energy they're giving to people with Trump hats. The same energy.
Yeah. Were you wearing your whole Hamas kit after your whole ISIS
MAGA
uniform?
Hamas.
ISIS uniform after 9/11? Sammy's Muslim, man. Are you Muslim or Christian?
I was raised Muslim. That's why I brought up, like, I don't know if you remember where I brought up, like,
I remember
I went
9/11.
to,
You
like,
guys
the
remember
Muslim
9/11?
middle school.
But you converted to evangelical, I assume? That's the problem with Republicans. They can't make some fire as halal. You know what I mean?
No, now there's, dude, I'm sure you go. That was the thing where everybody was like, I was listening to some podcast. Oh, Mark Andreessen on Rogan. He was just like, dude, every time you go to a fucking red state, take an Uber, anything before the election, every fucking Uber driver was just like, Trump. I love Trump. I want him to win. All right. So, anyways, all right. Thanks, Sammy. That's been the show, everybody. Where can people find you, fine gentlemen, on the internet?
Tate Winston, TaitWinston, bro, on everything.
I'm at And Packer on everything.
I am at Tanner Comedy on everything.
And I've been at Danny Jokes. Shout out to our lovely producer, Johnny Glover, the Southern Lover. Truly, we could not do this show without him. Again, if you're watching on the other channel, come over, subscribe to the Low Value Mail channel. Watch it over here. We got a fun chat, all that stuff. Shout out to everybody who's watching. If you would like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/lowvaluemail, MAIL, or just join the channel. That has been the show. We will be back next week, hopefully from the green room. I have been Danny. Thank you to our guests. Thank you to you all. Thank you to the stand. Have a lovely night. Play us out, Chad.
You know it, all my shit heroic. Empathic abilities, yeah, my face be also stoic. Bleep blow up, nigga, that just means I'm working. They see me as a leader, so that's why I'm Captain Kirkin. These tracks from the stars, that much is for certain. You can fit his head if you up or if you hurt. I'm raising my stock, not talking my feet in some Birkin. Number Johnny 5, got a fucking short circuit. Bring the track to life when I spit phenomenal. When I hit, she feel that shit in her abdominals. These rappers make me laugh like comic view, they comical. You know I got a ball out, I hit the track running just like Sonic do. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, I'm pulling up fresh on some